Seth Rollins better be looking over his shoulder because he's pissed off the 24/7 champion. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. The WWE 24/7 champion is not happy. Dana Brooke is not happy. And I've got to ask the big question. Who the fuck is Dana Brooke? Where has Dana Brooke been? I'll tell you where she's been. She's been absolutely nowhere. And the one time she actually gets a mention on WWE Raw, she takes to Twitter to have a bitch about it and complain about it and basically just show herself up to be a total mark. So for those of you that weren't watching Monday Night Raw, and honestly, if you weren't, I can't blame you. Normally, Raw is bad, but this week's Raw was fucking horrendous. However, WWE United States Champion Seth Rollins was on commentary and he was asked about the possibility of Austin Theory possibly cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase contract on him. Now, first of all, I didn't even know that could happen. I was aware that you had to cash in the Money in the Bank contract on a world champion. I've never seen it be cashed on someone who is not a world champion, so I didn't even know it was possible for him to cash the belt in on Seth Rollins. But anyway, Seth Rollins responded to this, and he said that Theory, quote, has a better chance cashing in on Dana Brooke, end of quote. Now, in case you don't know, Dana Brooke is a champion, but she is the 24/7 champion. If you don't know what the 24/7 championship is, basically, it's a fucking title that is irrelevant. It doesn't mean jack shit, and it's ugly and green, and it's supposed to be like the hardcore title, only nowhere near as fun, nowhere near as interesting, and nowhere near as over as that legendary belt. But Dana Brooke wasn't happy about this. She took to Twitter and she complained. She issued a response to a wrestling website that tweeted Seth Rollins' quote. So she didn't really respond to Seth Rollins, and she didn't respond directly to Seth, but Seth was like tweeting the quote by this wrestling sports kid or whatever. She said, "Talk is cheap. I work my ass off every single day and will not tolerate this shit anymore. I can promise you I am the hardest working woman around. Never have I taken a day off work. Always worked through injuries. Proved multiple times I can fit any position given and do it with a smile." What positions have you been given? Shit ones, because you're shit, Dana Brooke. It's as simple as that. But let's look at what Seth Rollins actually said here. Now, first of all, she should be grateful. She hasn't been on Raw. We haven't seen her for months. She's not been mentioned in months. And she actually gets mentioned by Seth Rollins. Now, whether I like Seth Rollins or not, I've got to admit, the guy is a current day main eventer. He is one of WWE's top stars. So the fact that Dana Brooke is even coming out of his mouth, if anything, that's good for Dana Brooke. That puts Dana Brooke over. He's mentioning Dana Brooke on Monday Night Raw. So first of all, she should be grateful considering we haven't seen her for like 4 or 5 months. For all we know, she could be dead. So she should be grateful that Seth Rollins is even mentioning her name. But all he did was say that Theory would have a better chance of cashing in on her than he would him. Now, we could look at it from 2 ways. First, let's look at the sports entertainment way. She is the 24/7 champion. How many times has she lost that belt? I believe it's like 40 times or something like that. So therefore, she loses that belt a lot. She's lost that belt numerous times. She's lost it a shitload of times. She's lost it almost an uncountable amount of times. Therefore, that would prove that she is vulnerable, that she can lose the title. And I think that makes a pretty good claim. I think Seth Rollins' case is pretty legit, that Theory would have a better chance of cashing in on her, a woman that loses her title a lot, rather than cashing in on Seth Rollins, who's got a really good win record, doesn't lose much, and is one of the WWE's top stars. So therefore, I think Seth Rollins is correct. That's a legitimate statement that he's making. I don't see how Dana Brooke can complain. I don't see how she can deny it. And if we look at option B, if we look at the secondary, factor in this, Seth Rollins is a dude and Dana Brooke's a man. Of course, Dana Brooke's a chick. I mean, she might be built like a man, but she's still a chick. Of course Austin Theory would have a better chance of cashing in on Dana Brooke than he would Seth Rollins. It's biology, you know, it is what it is. So I don't understand why Dana Brooke is getting so pissed off here. I think it looks really cheap. I think it looks really pathetic how she's on Twitter complaining about this. Like, imagine back in the day if Austin was like putting over some bum, if Austin was on commentary bringing up like Al Snow's name because Al Snow was holding the hardcore title. I bet you Al Snow would be grateful. Al Snow would be sitting backstage thinking, damn it, Austin's the star, Austin's the man, and he's just mentioned my name on commentary. You know, that would be good. They would look at it positively, but obviously in wrestling now, you say anything and everybody likes to bitch and complain and cry and be negative. So I don't get it here. Dana Brooke hasn't been seen in months. The only time she'll probably be seen in the future is on the like fucking side of a milk carton. She should be grateful that her name is coming out the mouth of the United States champion, out of one of the main offenders in WWE, Seth Rollins. But instead, she's complaining and crying, and it's not a good look. You know, it's a pathetic look. And I think Dana Brooke, well, she is pathetic. I don't like her. Never liked her. She'll never be a champion. She'll never do anything. She should be grateful that she's still employed and that she gets to hold a belt that means absolutely nothing. So, yeah, guys, let us know what you think down below. Not a fan of Dana Brooke. I have no love for Dana Brooke, and I do think her little outburst here is pathetic. I mean, she can say she works hard if she wants, but at the end of the day, working hard isn't necessarily, you know, the biggest factor to being successful in the WWE. You have to have the look, you have to have the talent, you have to have the all-round package, and Dana Brooke just doesn't have it. She doesn't. She should be grateful that she got mentioned on Raw because, like I said, she hasn't been seen in a very long time. And after that outburst, I wouldn't be surprised if she isn't seen for an even longer time. Because, yeah, it did make her look bad. It made her look pathetic. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, though, peace.